guys, today is Sunday, which means it is meal prep day. Thought I would just do a little vlog today, take you through my meal prep for the week because it is a keto meal prep and I've been getting lots of requests for different keto meals and keto meal prep, so I'm gonna show you that. Then I'm also gonna show you what I eat today because today is not a meal prepped day, so I'm kind of winging it, and I found that doing keto while just winging it and not planning in advance is really difficult. So I'll show you how I navigate that and what I eat on a non-meal prep day. Okay, so I'm starting out my day with an adaptogenic keto hot chocolate. For the adaptogens, I have my trusty Four Sigmatic hot cocoa with reishi. Reishi is supposed to calm you down. I have been quite stressed lately, so this will be very useful. Then I'm gonna add a touch more chocolate because chocolate is life. The base of this is gonna be water, but I am gonna add a splash of almond milk. Almonds are some of the higher fat nuts that you can find in milk form, so sticking with that one. And then to make it keto, I'm adding a bunch of fat. So I discovered cacao butter the other day, and let me tell you, this stuff is amazing. You open it, it smells so chocolatey. It tastes kind of waxy, I'm not gonna lie, but it has like an underlying chocolate note, so I'm gonna dump in a bunch of this, and then I'm also gonna put in some MCT oil to get me some MCT. I'm sipping on my adaptogenic hot chocolate with the cacao butter, which by the way is the best decision in the world. I'm gonna make some breakfast. So for breakfast, I am having 2 eggs with an ounce of cheddar cheese from my favorite cheese, which is from pasture-raised, hormone-free cows, 2 pieces of bacon, and then I posted this bread on my Instagram story not too long ago, and everyone was freaking out and wanted the recipe. It's amazing. I will link it below. I'm gonna have an entire avocado, and I'll be cooking my eggs in avocado oil. So I got my eggs cooking, I got my bread heating up. I also totally forgot I put on half a tablespoon of gold nugget ghee on the bottom of the bread, just to A, add some healthy fats, and B, make it super yummy. Okay, that is probably one of the most delicious breakfasts I have had in a long time. So far today, I have had just over 1,000 calories. I've had 30 grams of protein, 25 grams of net carbs, so I'm really gonna try to be pretty strict on the rest of my carbs for today, and 79 grams of fat. So I think I'm doing pretty well, other than being a little bit higher in carbs than I'd like, but that's just because the bread is 15 grams of net carbs per slice. So it's definitely not something that's easy to incorporate every day because it makes you have to be careful with the rest of your day, but it is an amazing treat. So now it is time to meal prep, and on the menu this week, we have an adaptogenic latte made from the Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee mix with lion's mane and chaga. And then for meal number 1, I'm making sweet potato and zucchini latkes, which I'm actually really excited about. And dinner is macadamia and coconut crusted salmon. And then for snacks, I'll show you in a little bit, but I have these like meat strips. It's like turkey, like the jerky strips, and then some macadamia nut. Let's start with the latkes. So in this bowl, I have 5 eggs. It's 1 egg per day. And then in here, I have 3 1/3 cup of sweet potatoes. So we're gonna go ahead and add that into the bowl. And we have 6 2/3 cup of shredded zucchini. And the original recipe, which I will link in the description, calls for a 1-to-1 ratio of zucchini and sweet potato. But on keto, that is not very practical because sweet potato is very high in carbs. So I just upped the zucchini, decreased the sweet potato. For the dry ingredients, we have some coconut flour, garlic powder, cumin, parsley, and black pepper. So we're gonna mix this all up and put it in here. Got as many cooking as possible at the same time. This is glorious. They smell freaking incredible. Ah! Oh my god, they look so good.
Is that mine?
Mm-hmm. Ow, that's hot. But it's really good. I'm excited for this meal prep.
Yes, I want the recipe.
I will link it in the description. We're done with the latkes. Now I'm gonna make the lattes. Change of plan though, I didn't have 5 packets left of the lion's mane and chaga hot coffee mushroom mix. So instead, I'm doing a combo. I'm gonna do the mushroom mocha mix with chaga, and then I'm gonna add in a few packets of the lion's mane. So to prep this one, I haven't done it this way before, but I want 4 ounces of almond milk per day. So I'm just gonna put 20 ounces of almond milk in here, and then 1 tablespoon per day of MCT oil, and then all of my powders in here. and then I'll just shake it up. And then the morning of, I will dump the appropriate amount into my little blendy cup, and I'll add the hot water when I get to work when I want to drink it. I don't want to cook them all ahead of time because that's probably going to get kind of gross and the stuff probably won't stick on it. So what I'm doing is preparing the dry ingredients that go on top when you bake it. And then I'm going to just separate each salmon fillet and freeze them and then thaw them the night before and then cook them the night of. So in my little bowl, I have 1 cup of blended up macadamia nuts and then half a cup and 2 tablespoons of coconut flakes. I'm also adding in 1 cup of almond flour minus 1 tablespoon. Okay, keto meal prep accomplished. For breakfast, I have all of my sweet potato and zucchini latkes. I have my fish, which I am going to freeze and then thaw out the night before. And then when I get home from work, I will cook it and top it with my various toppings. And for snacks, I have macadamia nuts and either the Epic turkey strips or the Epic venison strips. These are essentially, they're literal protein bars. They're like just meat bars, but they have great macros. And then I also have my adaptogenic coffee. Seeing this small amount of like physical size of food is still weird to me. I feel like I'm not gonna be full even though I know I'm definitely eating enough. It's just that everything's so high in fat that like it's very calorically dense, but there's just not a lot of it and it makes me sad. So I just put the juice of half a lemon into a cran raspberry LaCroix. Getting in your vitamin C is very important, and getting it from fresh lemons is also really important because the juice stuff that you would buy in the store is pasteurized, so it gets rid of like all of the nutrients. So, cheers. Also, that reminds me, totally forgot, I have half a lemon to squeeze on each of my pieces of salmon every night. Left that completely out, but it's in the fridge. And we are off to dinner. I did a decent amount of snacking while we were cooking. I definitely had about a 1/4 cup of macadamia nuts, so I have logged that in MyFitnessPal, and I have about 600 calories left today. So I'm gonna see what I can find at True Food.
Don't worry, be happy.
Okay, so for dinner I got this looks like a big pile of greens, but I swear there is a burger under there with some arugula and mayo and avocado wrapped in lettuce with a little side kale salad with Parmesan. So this is fantastic. It gets me some greens that all have a lot of fiber. Then the mayo and the avocado all have a ton of fat, and so does Parmesan. This is my like first big foray back into red meat, so we shall see how this goes. My digestive system may reject it because it's been so long since I've eaten so much red meat, but we shall see. I am so excited to dig into this. Not gonna lie, that burger was a tiny bit underwhelming. I don't know, it just tasted like red meat, which is not particularly exciting, I guess. But it's still good. I enjoyed it. And now I'm just gonna have a few Brazil nuts to round out my day, get a few more healthy fats, and just a few more calories. And that will bring me to the end of my what I eat in a day on the ketogenic diet, because I am out of calories, so I am done eating. I ended up with a grand total of 66 grams of protein, 63 grams of carbs, but 29 grams of fiber. So it's 34 grams of carbs, which is like slightly more than I've been trying to do. I want to get between 20 and 30, so I will be testing tomorrow, I guess, to see if I'm still in ketosis. And then I had 148 grams of fat. Overall, I'd say both my meals today were pretty darn solid. That breakfast is probably the best thing I've ever had. Let me know down in the comments if you do keto what your go-to keto meals are, because I am always looking for some tips, looking for some yummy, good meals. Please give this video a little thumbs up if you did like it, because it really does support me and my channel, and I really appreciate it. Share this video with your keto buddies and all of your friends and Facebook. Subscribe and hit the little notification button so that you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you very soon. Bye.